On day 1, I spawned in as a baby skeleton shark in the middle of a huge ruined kingdom full of skeleton sharks. Whoa, what's going on here? Suddenly, a huge army of scary-looking fish swarmed the kingdom and started to attack. Leading the army was the giant merman King Neptune, flanked by 2 elder guardians. Neptune's men began to approach me. Wait, no, don't come over here! But I was quickly saved by a huge skeleton shark. It was my mom!
Run away, quickly!
Okay, I ran as fast as I could, but Neptune wouldn't let me go.
Don't let them escape. Capture them all.
Neptune's elder guardians began searching the area for me, but I was so small they hadn't found me yet. I hid in a small crevice, looking for the right opportunity to escape, but the elder guardians were still nearby. Before I could find a way out, Neptune uncovered something in our city.
I finally found the ancient relic of mind control. With this, I can begin the ritual to dominate all of the ocean's sea creatures.
Mind control? I can't run now. I gotta stop that ritual. On day 2, I watched Neptune from afar as the Ender Guardians scanned the area all around for me. I gotta get that relic. I waited for the Guardians to look elsewhere before quickly dashing in closer under the coral. From this position, I could see that my mother and all of the other skeleton sharks were now in cages as Neptune prepared the ritual around the relic.
Neptune, why are you doing this?
To think that the last key to my ultimate reign was guarded by the thorns in my side. You sharks would never submit to my rule even before I killed you.
And we never will.
Yes, but now you will watch as every other fish in the ocean does. Lorem ipsum dolor sit.
Neptune continued the ritual, and large ritual circles began to appear all around the artifact as he chanted. I was waiting for another chance to sneak past the Guardians when I spotted another skeleton shark nearby, who accidentally swam out and was immediately ripped to shreds by one of the Guardians. Jeez, I definitely don't want that to be me. I used the distraction to swim directly under the ancient relic, but I was suddenly spotted by a little hermit crab.
Baby shark, baby shark.
You little rascal.
King Neptune swung at me, but I was able to fly up and grab the relic off its pedestal.
No!
I swam away as fast as my little fins could carry me. Merman tried to stop me, but I bit at them and was able to make my escape.
He bit me.
As I put some distance between me and the Shark City, I thought of my captive mother. I can't just let her stay a prisoner. I gotta save them. On day 3, I looked on from afar as search parties were sent out to find me.
Been out in search. He couldn't have gotten far with the relic.
Finally, King Neptune himself left with the prisoners in tow. I followed from a safe distance until they arrived at a giant prison. I watched as they took their captives inside. I tried to enter the prison stealthily, but was quickly spotted by a guard.
Hey, you there!
I swiftly swam in to close the gap and prevent him from calling for backup. With the guard taken care of, I swam over to the cage where my mother was being held. Mom, I'm here!
Don't, Sacco, it's a trap!
Before I could react, the king and his forces swam into the prison and surrounded me.
I knew you wouldn't be able to resist coming back for your mother. Hand over the relic, little shark. I'll make sure I kill you quickly. Maybe this time, you'll stay dead.
Just then, all the prisoners began to rattle their cages at once, trying to escape.
What? Stop them this instant!
In that moment, I acted quickly and used the distraction to make my own escape.
He's getting away! Guardian, after him!
On day 4, I was swimming for my life, but the Elder Guardian was hot on my trail.
Get back here with that relic!
I tried my best to dodge the Guardian's eye beams, but wasn't doing too well. The Guardian was recklessly destroying everything as it chased me. After some time, I saw other fish going about their day swimming along. I thought maybe one of them could do something. Somebody help me, please!
Official business of the crown. Step aside.
The onlookers did absolutely nothing to help me, so I swam faster and faster away. I took a few more hits before I found a small cave entrance. The Guardian couldn't fit, and for a moment, I thought I had escaped, but he began destroying the entrance to make it larger. I looked around for another exit. Come on, come on, come on! I saw some bones on the floor of the cave and hid amongst them. The Guardian blasted the entrance wide open and swam through it. He looked high and low, closely investigating the pile of bones, but he couldn't find me and left back through the hole. He's gone. But they're gonna keep coming after this relic. I needed to make a base, but it couldn't be here. They knew about this cave. I need to find someplace else to hide this. On days 5 through 6, I went searching through the coral reefs and underwater cliffs for a cave I could use as my base. Ah, this one's perfect. Once I had found a spot, I found a sunken tree that I used to make some tools for myself. I carved out a cave for myself to live in and started filling it with everything I would need. I added a section of coral reef to make it feel more natural and brighten the place up a bit. I also set up an area as my room and decorated it just like the ruins of my home to remind me of what I was fighting for. Additionally, I decorated the entrance of my base with a giant shark head to intimidate my enemies and make it look epic. Finally, I added a hidden secure area where I would keep the relics safe and tried to make it as protected as I possibly could. The base was looking pretty nice when suddenly a strange crab flew inside, chased by some weird jellyfish dudes.
Save me!
Why would I? He handed me another strange relic, and when I held it, I suddenly started to grow. I grew into an adult skeleton shark with 10 hearts and a charge ability. Whoa, awesome!
Okay, now save me!
I immediately sprung into action to protect the little guy from the weird jellyfish creatures. I used my new charge ability to hurtle myself teeth first at them. They swam around and sink, doing the best they could to avoid my powerful bites. As I gnawed into them, they began to hit me with stinging poison from their tentacles. I started to get woozy, but kept my focus. Eventually, I ripped one into shreds before I turned to the survivor to see if we could talk. Leave this little dude alone.
This zombie crab is sentenced to death for infiltrating the sanctum.
Zombie crab? So he's dead like me. I'm not gonna let you kill this guy.
So be it.
We once again sprang into action. His stinging tentacles lashed out at me, but I endured the best I could. He tried to keep his distance, but with my charge, I torpedoed around, dealing massive damage. Eventually, I got a hold of the jellyfish in my maw's sharp teeth and ripped it apart. After taking care of both of them, I turned to the crab dude.
Thanks for the help. My name's Claude.
Anytime, Claude. I'm Zacho. What was this whole thing about infiltrating a sanctum?
Oh, that? I was just trying to steal this super powerful item from their base. Kinda like the one I gave you, except this one can do a ton of damage.
A ton of damage, you say? I could use that to defend myself against Neptune.
I can show you where it is. Follow me.
On days 9 through 10, I set out with Claude to find the powerful relic he spoke of. Eventually, he led me to a temple surrounded by an underwater village.
Hello there, travelers. Do you seek an audience with the sacred relic?
Yeah. Goodbye. Claude, you didn't tell me there were people based around this object, or a whole religion.
You didn't ask.
We continued towards the temple until we were stopped by another jellyfish.
Excuse me. You need an appointment with the relic keeper in order to go beyond this point.
Oh, we do. We have an appointment.
Wait, do I know you?
Run, Zacho, run!
The guard sent a swarm of tiny jellyfish after me. Claude immediately disappeared, and I was left to fight off the swarm myself. I immediately used my charge to take out dozens with a single bite, but no matter where I shot off to, I was still in the thick of a jellyfish cloud, being stung from all angles. With each bite, I took one of them out, but was stung 2 or 3 times in return. The main jellyfish launched ranged stinging poison attacks from afar. I knew I couldn't keep going like this forever, so I had to change up my plan. After beating most of them, I started fighting my way inside, killing the jellyfish as I went. Claude, let's go!
Coming!
I fought all the way into the sanctum and grabbed the relic. I immediately used it to power up and gain the bone throw ability. With it, I could launch serrated chunks of my bone through the water at high speeds. I immediately started blasting through fools left and right. Whoa, this is awesome! We were on our way out when we spotted someone being held captive in a cage.
Wait, that's my friend!
I broke his friend out and we escaped back to the base, but little did we know, Neptune's men were watching nearby and they followed us back. On days 11 through 13, I started working on rooms in my base for Claude and his friend.
Thanks for saving me. My name's Butch, by the way.
Suddenly, I spotted Neptune's men lurking outside of my base. Oh no! If they tell Neptune where I am, we're toast! I gotta stop them. I charged at them as fast as I could and started beating the caviar out of them. With my new powers, I was holding my own pretty well against them. The mermen swam around me in a coordinated fighting force, trying to bring me down. Each one blasted powerful mer magic at me, dealing incredible damage, but I swam around swiftly, evading most of their attacks. As I ducked and dodged, I returned attacks of my own. I charged through their forces, causing them to fall into disarray, before launching deadly bones through the air to slash them to bits.
Wait, stop, please! I'll reveal all of Neptune's secrets to you.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Just listen to me now. All of the true secrets of Neptune and his secret plans will be revealed.
Well, spit it out then. Just then, I realized one of his buddies was still alive and sneaking away. It was a distraction. You little dorks, I won't let you get away with this. I killed off the evil distractor and charged after the runner as fast as I could. On days 14 through 17, I chased the murder dude all the way to a huge sunken pirate ship. He swam right inside, and before I could follow him, he released a ton of skeleton pirates to fight against me. The undead crew lunged out towards me in anger, swinging their rusty yet still sharp sabers. I tried to outmaneuver them, but they were just as quick as I was, being as light as a pile of bones. I shot back at them with my bone throw to try to take them out, but it did little to bother the undead crew. Eventually, I had to start relying on my powerful jaws to crush the skeletons one by one. I was starting to take them out, but the fight was taking too long. Wait, guys, wait, I'm a skeleton too. See? So, are we cool?
Oh yeah, for sure, dude. We're cool. Sorry about that. Is there anything we can do for you to make up for it?
Well, you could help me catch that guy who swam into your ship.
You got it.
The big group of pirates all swam in and chased him out. Once he was out in the open, we worked together to take him out. Thanks a bunch, guys. You're the best. Just then, a massive sea monster rose up out of the depths of the ocean. Uh-oh. You guys think you could help me kill that guy too?
No.
The skeletons all quickly swarmed back inside their ship for cover. Uh-oh. I'm sure we can talk this out. The massive beast started chomping at me, and the fight had begun. I swam around the massive sea monster to try to avoid its giant maw, but its large body cut through the water quickly. The monster bit down on me as I tried my best to shoot back with my bone throw. Despite leaving small cuts, my attack seemed to be doing nothing at all to the beast. As I used my charge ability to gain some distance, the sea monster began to launch massive whirlpools out of its mouth, throwing me every which way. I tried desperately to bite the monster to deal some real damage, but it wasn't working. The beast was insanely strong. There was no way I was gonna beat it on my own. I needed a new strategy. I swam away as fast as I could into the pirate ship and peeked out. Luckily, the hole was too small for the massive creature to fit inside. Listen. Maybe we can talk this out. You know that guy we just killed? Were you watching?
Yes.
You can talk. Good. So basically, that dude works for the evil Neptune guy who's trying to control the minds of all the fish in the sea. That includes you.
Me?
It won't affect me since I'm already dead and I don't really have a brain, but I'm still trying to stop him because mind control is evil.
Okay, I will help.
Really?
Yes. My name is Guna.
Guna. Huh, it's a beautiful name. My name's Zacho. I took Guna back to the base with me, but we arrived to discover that Neptune had already found it, and he had taken the relic. The king swam out to me. Give the relic back! I charged him in anger, but suddenly a pair of elder guardians blocked my path. Then Guna dove after them.
I'll keep him busy. Get the relic!
Thanks to the sea monster, it was a one-on-one fight between the king and I. I charged at him and he fended me off with his trident. I tried my best, but Neptune was far too strong.
Ha! All that bluster and you still can't lay a finger on me. Farewell, skeleton scum.
Knowing I couldn't beat him, I made a hard decision and allowed him to escape.
You let him go, just like that.
I know I need to put a stop to Neptune's schemes, but first, we need to rebuild the destroyed base. I got to work fixing all the destruction. I also made time during repairs to add a room for the sea monster. She was very grateful.
Thank you for building this, Echo.
No problem. I'm just glad to have you on my side. I also added some more lighting around the base. With the base rebuilt, I look toward the future. Okay, now I'm ready to stop King Neptune.
And I'm coming with you.
Just as we were leaving, Claude and Butch came out and stopped us.
Wait, you guys can't go without us? Why does Guna get to go and we don't?
No, you two can't come. It will be too dangerous for sea folk of your, size.
Are you implying we're too small?
No, it's more that Guna is incredibly gargantuanly big.
Are you even ready to face Neptune, Zacho?
I have no choice. We have to go now.
You don't even know where you're going. You need us to guide you.
Wait, does that mean you know where he is?
Maybe so, but we'll never tell unless you take us with you and say we're not small.
I've seen Neptune hanging around the old shipyard before.
Dude, why would you tell him that?
I'm not ashamed of being small, man. You gotta work out your insecurities with a therapist or something and learn not to take it out on others.
Thanks for the help, Claude. We'll look there first. With a new destination in mind, Guna and I swam off to find Neptune.
You really think I'm small?
On the outside, maybe, but you got a big heart, and that's what counts, dude.
On days 30 through 33, I set out with Guna to search for Neptune's base at the sunken shipyard. I've got a good feeling about this place. Let's split up and look for clues.
You got it.
After a while, I searched through an old ship and discovered a chest with a map in it. I think this might be exactly what we're looking for. I knew Claude wouldn't let me down. There was also a snorkel in the chest, and I grabbed it just in case I might need it later.
I wouldn't be so sure of that, little sharky.
Just then, a scary group of piranha emerged from the shadows.
What you needin' that for, eh?
I need this to find Neptune so I can stop him and save the whole ocean, including you.
Ha! This guy thinks he can take down Neptune. That's the king of the sea, that is.
I bet he can't even take us.
I knew I was in danger, so I tried to get the jump on them and attacked. I bit fiercely at the piranhas before they had a chance to bite me. As they tried to group up and retaliate, I charged through their group, stunning most of them and even killing some. Other piranhas tried to surround me, but I quickly shot my sharpened bones out, killing them in one blow. Despite being able to take them down left and right, more and more kept appearing. They started to swarm all around me, biting and gnawing at my bones. Just when I thought it was all over, Guna appeared. She smacked them around and scared them off quickly.
You haven't seen the last of us, Sharky.
You alright there, Sacco?
I'm fine. Let's keep moving. We followed the map I found all the way to one of Neptune's outposts. We marveled at great spheres of prismarine that circled around a large temple. Guna stopped me before I could approach.
Are you sure you're ready to take on Neptune now?
I don't know, but I have to try. Suddenly, a tremor began rumbling through the ocean, and a massive skeleton warrior rose out of the depths.
This is where your journey ends, Sacco.
Why are you doing this? Why would you serve King Neptune?
Once the King of Atlantis controls the ocean, we skeletons will be the only ones who are free.
What you're already doing is bidding willingly. You're just another tool for King Neptune to use and then discard when he's finished.
I don't expect a bonehead like you to understand. Allow me to do you a favor and put you down for good.
Sensing he was about to attack and not wanting him to get the first move, I rushed in and tackled him with all of my strength. But the skeleton proved resilient. In retaliation, he jumped towards me with full force. I managed to dodge his body, but that wasn't the full extent of his attack. As he landed, the rubble beneath him quaked. The force sent the ground flying towards me. In between his jump attacks, I clenched my jaw down tightly on his bony exterior with my bite before swimming away to reposition myself. I continued this pattern of charging, dodging, and biting until finally I was able to overpower the skeleton. Your freedom isn't worth the price of someone else's enslavement.
That may be, but it's too late for that now.
Huh? What's that supposed to mean? That's when I saw a beam of light coming from Neptune's base.
What's going on, Sacco?
We're too late. The ritual has begun.
There might still be time. If we swim now, I think we can make it.
I hope you're right. Guna and I dashed in toward the base's entrance. On days 38 through 41, we infiltrated our way into the base, racing against time to stop the ritual. But before I could get in, some of Neptune's guards got in our way. Ugh, I don't have time for this. I attempted to fight them off as quickly as I could, but they were just looking to stall me until the ritual was complete. They stabbed at me with their huge tridents, and I dodged them the best I could while biting at them with my sharp teeth. I fought them off for a while until Guna flew in and took over.
I've got these guys covered.
You sure?
I'll be fine. Just go.
With the guards out of my way, I rushed in to talk to Neptune. Neptune!
Now, the skeleton shark who just doesn't know when to quit.
Stop this right now! You can't do this!
Oh, I can't. And why can't I exactly?
The creatures of the ocean are meant to be free, like the flowing water of the ocean. You have no right to try and control them against their will.
Wow, thank you, Sacco.
Does this mean you finally seen the error of your ways?
No. Thank you for giving me all the time I needed to complete my ritual.
No! Explosions boomed and lights shot up into the sky. On days 42 through 45, I was about to charge in to fight Neptune, but Guna got in between us. Guna, what are you doing?
I don't want to do this.
Yes, you do. You're under my control now. Kill him.
She swung at me, but I couldn't do anything to fight back. I don't want to fight you. You're my friend. That didn't stop her from attacking once more. I dodged her blows as best I could. What's wrong with you, Guna? How do I stop this?
You can't just run.
She's right, you know. Your friend is mine to command.
But
Run!
with the last of her remaining willpower, she barked out the command and hit me hard enough to send me flying. This isn't over. I'll be back. Reluctantly, I had no other choice but to head back to my base and leave Guna behind. I retraced my path through the area and made it out. On days 46 through 49, I made it back to my place. You guys will never guess what happened to Guna. I think she's under Neptune's control somehow. That's when I realized something wasn't right with Claude and Butch. Oh no, not you two. The two began attacking me. Ow, ow, you two are deceptively strong. But again, I couldn't fight back and risk killing them. I don't want to hurt you guys. I know you aren't in control of yourselves.
Must serve Neptune.
Even you, Claude? But you're a zombie. You should be immune to this.
I still have a brain.
Come on, you guys can fight this.
No, we can't.
This is hopeless. So I used myself as bait to get them into a trap. While they focused on attacking me, I caged them up in the old secret room. The two just kept hopelessly trying to attack me through the cage. They were fully under Neptune's control. I'm sorry, guys. I know you're still in there.
Die, enemy of Atlantis.
You can't stop us forever.
Don't worry, I'll find a way to reverse this. On days 50 through 53, I searched around my base for clues, but I couldn't find anything. If I want answers, I'm gonna have to go out and search for them. And so, I left my base to look for anything that could help. While I was swimming around, not really sure what I was even looking for, I stumbled across another skeleton creature like me. Look, buddy, I know you're under Neptune's control and all, so if you're gonna attack me, just make it quick so I can get back to saving my friends.
Under who's it? What now?
Wait, you can talk. Oh right, skeletons aren't affected by Neptune's ritual. Oh, this is great, but that still doesn't give me any clues on how to help.
What troubles you, my bony brother?
Well, this evil guy Neptune completed this ritual to control all sea creatures, and now my friends are under his spell. He's been making them attack me, and I have no idea how to free them.
That does sound like quite the predicament. I know of a skeleton axe located at the Vellum Conservatory. Perhaps they can help you with your plight and reverse the ritual.
Finally, a clue! Things are starting to look up.
But the conservatory is located above water on land. If you follow the river, it'll lead you there.
Land, huh? Well, I guess I have no other choice. And so I swam away in search of land. On days 54 through 57, I followed the skeleton creature's directions, making my way up through the river until I arrived by land. And it was beautiful. Wow, this new world above water is so pretty. Look at all the flowers. It's so peaceful here and serene. Then I saw a stampede of animals running nearby. Isn't nature just exquisite? That's when I realized they weren't just running, they were chasing someone.
Ah, help me.
Less exquisite. The person jumped into the water and swam behind me. That's when the land animals began attacking me and the person was using me as cover. Ow, ow, stop hitting me. It's this guy you want, not me. Go away, man.
And face the wrath of Tony Squirreloni and the Acorn Gang? I don't think so.
I tried to fight back, but they were pelting me with projectiles from the shore. What did you even do to these animals to make them so angry?
I'll get you the nuts I owe you, Squirreloni. I promise.
But the animals just kept throwing stuff. We swam up the river trying to get away, but they wouldn't stop following us. Dude, how many nuts could you possibly owe this guy to warrant this?
To Squirreloni, it's not about the number of nuts. It's about sending a message.
We were almost out of their range, but suddenly a rhino came nearby and knocked me out of the water. Oh no, I'm on land. I can't breathe. There's no water filling my gills. Goodbye, cruel world. Wait, I'm a skeleton. kidding. I don't even have gills. I can breathe outside of the water. I turned my attention to the land animals. What? Not as fun to mess with me now that I can fight back, is it? They all charged at me and I flopped around on the ground, doing my best to avoid their blows. There was a ton of them, but I was strong. Steve was driven out of the water and we joined together to fight off the hordes. Using my bone throw attack, I started taking out squirrels left and right. Steve and I were separated, so I ran over to help him out, and together we finished the rest of them off.
Aw, yeah. We showed those guys what for. Come on, let's bounce.
What? First of all, you didn't show them anything. Second, I don't even know you. Why would I go with you after everything you just put me through?
I'm Steve. Everybody knows me. Besides, I don't just choose anyone to make a human shield or, I guess, bone shark shield out of. You should be honored.
Whatever. You're on your own, dude.
Wait. I can help, man. Just say the word and I'll do it. Do you happen to need a large quantity of nuts? Cause I know a guy.
Actually, I do need some help finding the Vellum Conservatory. Can you lead me there?
Can I? I don't know. Probably. We'll see. To the conservatory.
And with that, Steve took off ahead of me, and I followed him further onto the land. After traveling for a bit, Steve and I made it to the Vellum Conservatory. The outside was lined with menacing-looking statues. On days 62 through 65, I approached the entrance of the conservatory, but a booming voice stopped us.
Halt! If you wish to enter, you must prove yourself and complete my trial.
Suddenly, the statues around us came to life and attacked. The idols towered above me, swarming from all sides and forming a circle around me, leaving me surrounded. They slashed at me with their massive swords, and I fought back with my ferocious bites. Even Steve joined in to aid the fight using his iron sword. I was unfamiliar with how to use many of my abilities above water, but the two of us still managed to defeat a couple of statues. However, the remaining forces were unwavering in their attacks, paying no attention to Steve and focusing their blows solely on me. Despite this, I was able to defend myself and continued fighting back with my powerful bites, picking each of them off one by one until all the statues were defeated. With the trial done, Steve and I made our way into the conservatory. Further up the tower, there was a bone vulture, and it was standing above some kind of relic.
Congratulations on being allowed passage inside the conservatory. It is rare anyone attempts my trial, let alone a sea creature. Something must be dire for a shark to come all the way here on land.
Well, there's this merman named Neptune that did a ritual that placed all marine life under his control. I'm here in search of a way to free them.
Dire indeed. You have completed my trial and proven yourself worthy of obtaining my relic.
With their permission, I approached the pedestal and took the relic from it.
Using this will undo the ritual completed by Neptune.
So, how do I use it exactly? Do I just, like, wave it up and down?
This isn't a ribbon baton, boy. It's a priceless ancient relic. It is not to be waved up and down. To activate it, you must go underwater and build a ritual site for it. After that, you are to complete a sacred ritual.
But I don't know how to do either of those things.
The relic will communicate to you what it needs. When the time comes, you will know.
Alright, if you say so. Thanks again. With that, Steve and I left for the ocean. On days 66 through 70, Steve and I were swimming back to my base when all of a sudden... Steve was drowning! Calm down, Steve. Just breathe. Breathe. Oh, right, you're a human. You can't breathe underwater. Here, take this snorkel. I handed Steve a snorkel. He put it on and was able to breathe again.
You know, I don't think this is how snorkels work, but I won't question it.
Why didn't you say something before you jumped in?
I don't know. I didn't want to bother you, I guess.
Now that was settled, we entered my base. Steve, you look after my friends here while I get to work building.
You, put all your friends in cages?
No, not usually, but I can make an exception if you'd like.
No need. You don't gotta worry about old Stevie asking too many questions, that's for sure. I'll just look after these guys like you said to. So, how's it hanging?
And so, I got to work building a room for the ritual, just like the Bone Guardian told me. I knew just what to build. Once I was done, I placed the relic in the center of the room and began the ceremony. Lorem ipsum dolorsit amet. I had to make sure I got every syllable right. Lorem ipsum dolorsit amet. Even Steve joined in.
Lorem ipsum dolorsit amet.
I was so close to finishing the ritual, but the two Elder Guardians stormed in.
Stop them. They mustn't complete the ritual.
I was expecting a fight, but they charged right by me. They swam to the center of the room and destroyed the relic. No! I swam over to the pedestal in shock, but somehow I absorbed the power of the destroyed relic and began to transform. Whoa, this is awesome! Suddenly, I gained 10 hearts and 2 new abilities. With my newfound power, I charged in and attacked the Elder Guardians. I used my new armor spike power and charged at them, so when they attacked me, they took damage too. They shot at me with their laser beams and did a ton of damage. They chased me out of the relic room and into the main area. Now that I had some more space, I tried out my second new power. It was a shark swarm that spawned a bunch of little bone sharks to fight for me. They absorbed some of the hits for me while I healed up. I activated my bone armor again and charged in at them, stabbing them with my sharp spines. Their lasers were strong, but I used the coral to block their line of sight and started wearing them down. Eventually, I took one out and then finished the other one off. After the last Guardian was defeated, they dropped a piece of paper. What's this? I picked it up and saw it was a map that led to Atlantis, Neptune's main city. I wonder if the ritual worked even though it was interrupted. I went into the secret room to check on Butch and Claude. How are you guys feeling, mind control wise?
You did it, Zacho! We're free!
This is great. The ritual must have worked.
What about Guna? Isn't she still at Neptune's base?
Oh yeah, now that she's not under Neptune's control, we should go get her out of there. We ran outside, but all the fish out there attacked us on sight.
All hail Neptune!
We ran back inside my base. Guess it only kinda worked. The relic was destroyed, so now we can't even complete it.
What should we do?
We need to bolster our forces with the only ones unaffected by Neptune's spell. We need to save the other skeleton sharks. On days 75 through 78, I used the map from the Guardians to set out in search of Atlantis. I traveled far and wide, wandering the deep blue ocean as I followed the map. I finally passed over a hill to discover the massive sprawling city of Atlantis. The massive buildings of prismarine and glass put all the other things I had seen to shame. Whoa. Neptune has been busy. I began sneaking my way inside. I traveled swiftly, passing the ornate structures without being spotted. I noticed some guardians along the way, patrolling the city, but I wasn't afraid of them anymore. I continued deeper into the city. Guna suddenly emerged before me. Guna, you're okay. Are you okay? The effects have worn off, right? You're ready to rejoin Team Zacho? I guess not. She started to swim menacingly up to me, still much larger than I was. We can talk about this.
Nothing to talk about. Enemies of Atlantis must die.
Come on, Guna. I know you can resist the control. You have to. Remember all the fun we had killing Neptune's men. No! On days 79 through 82, I knew I wasn't getting through to her. Guna charged at me and I was forced to fight back against her.
I will smash your bones to dust.
I used my agility to dodge her most potent attacks, hoping that each hit I landed would knock some sense into her. Guna, I don't want to do this. The sea monster was still super strong, but I had gotten much stronger too. I was starting to overpower her. With the relic gone, I knew I couldn't reverse this ritual. I had no choice but to destroy her. I endured her giant bites and powerful whirlpools and struck back with my own armor of thorns and swarm of bone sharks. Guna, I'm sorry.
Do what you must.
I struck the killing blow, taking her out, and I immediately powered up. I gained 10 hearts and Guna's whirlpool ability. I don't feel happy about this at all. I guess I should see this as one last gift from Guna. I made Guna a grave in the spot where I struck her down, hidden amongst the kelp. I said a few words, the sole attendant to her secret funeral. Guna was a gentle giant. She was a reliable friend who shared in my troubles. She deserved better. I'm sorry, Guna. I wanted to do more, but I didn't have much time, and I needed to move on. I continued further into the heart of Atlantis, and as I got closer, I realized that Neptune was already on high alert. He was prowling around the place with his new replacement for the Guardians I killed. It was a Kraken, a massive monstrosity with powerful grasping tentacles. Truly a beast of legend. Uh-oh, Krakens are way stronger than Elder Guardians. What am I gonna do? On days 83 through 86, just like old times, I had to sneak around Neptune and his forces. This Kraken isn't as good at searching as the Guardians because there's only one of them. But if it finds me, I'm dead for sure. I snuck past them all and managed to free the skeleton sharks, including my mother.
You saved us, Zacho. I'm so proud of you.
But right after, I was spotted by Neptune himself. Run, 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 or swim, swim, swim! The Kraken and merman chased after me. I knew I couldn't take them all on, so I swam away as fast as I could. Luckily, hiding in the kelp, we managed to lose them. That was a close one. With the Kraken gone, the rest of the skeleton sharks and I were able to escape back to my base. Don't worry, you guys. This base is secure. But there was a big group of fish waiting for us, and they were holding all my friends captive.
Oh, hell, Neptune!
On days 87 through 90, I charged in with my new skeleton army to fight the fish. The scattered array of normal fish were no match for our undead army normally, but after days in captivity, the skeleton sharks had been weakened. I led the fight, destroying the enemy forces wherever I went. I made sure to help any sharks that got into trouble, and after a while, the battle was clearly going in our favor. With all the big fish defeated, I was able to free my friends.
Thanks for the rescue, Zacho. Don't think I've ever been captured before.
Don't worry. You'll get used to it.
Yeah, being friends with Zacho means getting captured is kinda an occupational hazard.
But unbeknownst to me, there was one last fish that was still alive. The fish lunged at me, catching me by surprise. Luckily, I was able to take her out quickly, but as she was dying, she delivered one final message.
My mind is free of Neptune's control. Thank you. His power has grown, but he's preparing a final ritual. One that will control everyone in the sea and on land.
But that includes me, beloved fan favorite character Steve. This can't be.
Huh? Who?
Steve! Oh, everyone knows me, right?
Oh, sure thing. Jeeves, was it?
Steve!
Whatever.
With that, the fish took one last breath and died. I was left knowing I needed to act quick to save the creatures of the world. On days 91 through 93, I began to prepare to face Neptune. I built a bunch of iron armor and distributed it to everyone in my skeleton shark army.
How you feeling, Zacho?
To be honest, I'm pretty nervous.
You think you're ready?
I think so, but what choice do I have? Even if I'm not strong enough to take on Neptune, I have to stand up for what's right.
Well, we'll be fighting by your side, no matter which way the battle goes.
Yeah, if our buddy goes down, then so do we.
We do? I mean, of course we do.
And I will always be here to support you, my son.
Thanks, guys. I want to inspire everyone to feel as passionate as you do. Attention, my skeleton brethren, my bone brothers in arms. Today, we fight not just for our freedom, but for the freedom of all creatures, land and sea. This cause is bigger than any one of us, but together, we can make a difference.
Yeah! Woohoo!
Soon, we will begin our siege on Atlantis. As skeleton sharks, this is our duty we must complete, because if we don't, no one else will be able to. It falls to us to free the world from Neptune's enslavement and to fight for freedom.
Yeah! Here, here!
Now, let's do this! On days 94 through 96, the siege on Atlantis began. Two armies, one of mind-controlled fish led by Neptune, and one of skeleton sharks led by me, clashed in a battle of epic proportions. I charged through the battle swinging and shooting wildly, but these fish were not my target. I was looking for Neptune. Neptune, where are you? You have to come out sooner or later. Just then, I spotted him, looking down upon the battle from high up in a tower. You coward!
I'm not hiding up here. This is just the best view of the action. Come and get me.
I started towards him, but I was abruptly stopped by a kraken. Oh, hello. I don't believe we've met.
I don't talk to my food before I eat it.
Ah, jeez. You really wouldn't want to eat me. I'm not exactly rich in nutrients.
I love bone marrow.
You don't have to do this. You can try to fight Neptune's mind control.
Oh no, I'm actually immune to mind control. I just can't get enough of the chaos and destruction.
All right. Well, here goes nothing. I fearlessly charged towards the formidable Kraken, meeting it head-on with a resounding clash. In retaliation, the Kraken shot out a mighty torrent of water. Undeterred, I unleashed my loyal swarm of mini bone sharks, which swiftly surged towards the colossal creature. Using my awe-inspiring whirlpool ability, I unleashed a barrage of formidable water vortexes, hurtling towards the beast with unparalleled force. Swiftly maneuvering beneath its immense form, I deftly repositioned myself on the opposite side of the Kraken, sinking my teeth into its resilient, rubbery flesh. Suddenly, I was distracted by the sound of my mom screaming. Ah! Neptune had knocked her unconscious. No, Mom, don't touch her! While my back was turned, the Kraken hit me hard and knocked me into the ground.
Oh, what's wrong? Is the skelly welly worried about his mummy wummy? Don't be too sad. You two will be together again soon.
The Kraken was about to deliver a killing blow when Claude came charging in, attacking as he zipped around it.
Take this and this. Hi-ya!
What is that? A bug? Some kind of sea mosquito? A mosquito?
While the Kraken was distracted, I swooped in and dealt a devastating final blow, defeating the beast instantly. Thanks, little buddy.
No problem, dude. Now go kick some tail fin.
I nodded and swam off to find Neptune and finish this once and for all. On day 99, I looked up to the bridge and Neptune was gone. Where did you run off to? I went searching around for him, knowing he couldn't have gone far, and discovered him waiting for me in what could only be described as his lair.
Welcome, beauty skeleton shark, to your final resting place. You have certainly been a bone in my side.
Yeah, duh, I'm trying to stop your whole plan.
I should have known that you skeleton sharks would be a problem for me.
Yeah, or maybe you shouldn't have killed all the sharks in the first place. Then you wouldn't have to deal with us skeleton sharks at all.
Maybe, but it's too late for that now.
I won't let you get away with this.
Well, let's see it then.
On day 100, I knocked into Neptune with all the force I could muster, sending him flying backwards. I've gotten stronger.
So I see. Allow me to illustrate for you the gap in our power.
Neptune retaliated, using his lightning strike power to fight back. Claps of thunder roared, shaking the battlefield as bolts of electricity were sent surging through me. Even though I had grown stronger, it was clear he had too. He was incredibly powerful, even more so than before. You aren't the only one who's been training for this moment. Hitting him with the forceful impact of my whirlpools and the piercing sting of my bone thorns, I was able to fend Neptune off for a while, but he was still too strong. The tides were shifting, and Neptune was beginning to overpower me. Even as I sent my swarm of miniature bone sharks rushing towards him, Neptune wouldn't go down and struck back with his mighty blasts of magic and continued blasting me with lightning. Things were looking bad. I was down to my last heart, and Neptune was closing in on me. Just as everything was at its bleakest, Steve came rushing in, wielding an iron sword.
Rah! This is how we settled our differences back in Squilleroni's turf.
He stood between Neptune and I, and slashed at him, doing a ton of damage.
That was cute.
Cute? I sliced you into sashimi. You call that cute?
No, it's cute how you thought I'd let you get away with that alive.
Without another word, in one foul swoop, Neptune crushed Steve, using his colossal trident, fatally wounding him. No! Steve! As Steve took his last breaths, I rushed to his side and stood over him.
Mr. Shark, I don't feel so good.
I'm so sorry I couldn't protect you, Steve.
Are you kidding? You were the best skeleton shark shield I ever had.
Just like that, Steve was gone. My heart and mind became fueled with rage. My desire for revenge reinvigorated me to fight once more. I sprang into action, using the power of my ferocious rippling whirlpools to defeat Neptune. Finally, I was able to save the creatures of land and sea from his control and ensure the freedom for good. Let's go! Zacko!